Hi there, this is my Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes roster. I just thought I'd show you where I am at the moment. So, I've only been playing, I haven't been playing long. I did spend a little bit of money at the. Oh! That's me doing it, holding the phone. Um, yeah, so I haven't been playing long. I did put some money in at the start of the game, and a couple of times since to get some refreshes. That helps speed things along a bit. These are my main characters. Boba Fett was the character I chose to go all the way to 7 stars first because it's Boba Fett, and I love Boba Fett. Who doesn't love Boba Fett? Um, and he's been really good for me in Galactic War and Arena, obviously Dark Side battles as well. Yep, he's at Gear 8, doing quite well. I haven't pushed to Gear 9 yet, but I will soon. Kylo Ren, I'm tempted to take him to 7 stars because he's quite cool. But I'm holding off because I'm trying to, at the moment, do some of the things that I need to level certain things up. So I'm concentrating on Jedis at the moment. Let me show you my Jedis at the moment. So, Jedi, there we go. So these are my Jedis. I've been really going hard on Ezra Bridger at the moment. I'm one off getting him to Gear 7, which would be great, because that's where I need to be with him. And 5 stars. One of the reasons I'm concentrating on the Jedis is that there's the Grandmaster Yoda event coming up later this month, and I'd quite like to get that done if I can, at least to 5 stars. So so I'm trying to get my Jedi up. So Mace is already high enough to get there. Jedi Consular will be 6 stars when I've got the money, although I've got Tarkin to do first, so that's 1 million total, which it's going to take me a little while to get that amount of funds. Qui-Gon, I've also just been levelling as well. I've only recently got into 5. I hadn't realised how good he is. I'm really enjoying playing with Qui-Gon at the moment. And I'm going to push him towards 6. Ezra is my new love. I love Ezra. He's cool. He does a lot of things well. His unique ability is great. He's a good attacker or assists. I always like assists. Anything that gives you more damage, gets other people involved, is always good for me. And then I did want to get Barriss up as my 5th in my Jedi squad, but I'm not going to do that by Grandmaster Yoda, so I've decided Luminara is going to be my 5th. I've just got her to 4 stars, and I've got to start working on getting her to 5 stars before that event starts, so that I can hopefully get that done. I am going to get her obviously to Gear 7. I want to get them, if I can get them all, if I can get all the Jedi to at least Gear 5 star Gear 7, I think I should be able to do the 5. I'll see where I am when I get there. So I'll get that done. That's the Jedi portion of it. Rebels is the other thing. So one of the reasons I like Ezra is that he's a Rebel, a Jedi, and Phoenix squad. So that's 3 of the things I need to work on, all in one. My Rebels are getting there. I've got Akbar at 6 stars, and Stormtrooper Han at 5. I should see. I mean, obviously, I'd like to go for the Commander Luke Skywalker at some point, but I've got a long way to go. I haven't unlocked Leia yet. I haven't unlocked Old Ben. Farm Boy Luke's only 4 stars. So there's quite a lot to do on that side of it. But the Rebel team, I'm pretty close to having a half decent Rebel team. I need to put some work into Biggs anyway because of him being a good pilot with a good ship. So I want to get that done. I unlocked Sabine because I've got the ship Phantom, isn't it? That there. Yeah. So yeah, the Phantom. So it's not a great ship, but I will need it anyway because obviously to get the Chimera Thrawn's ship, you need to have the Phantom and the Ghost, which means you need all the Phoenix squad. I'll work on those. But Ezra was the main priority out of the Phoenix squad for me because he fills those three roles: Rebel, Jedi, and Phoenix squad. So, and I like him. I like his style in attacking. So that's good for me. The fact he he can protect people. I like doing that straight after a taunt, something like Stormtrooper Han. And if Ezra goes straight after him, it means that Stormtrooper Han's got the protection whilst he's taunting, which is always good. Generally, that's where I am on the Rebels. Not ideal, but as I said, I'm only starting, so I haven't got the best in the world. Empire, I like the Empire. Vader. I just from the flight store got some Darth Vader shards. The reason I got those was they're the first ones I've got. The rest are through the achievements. Is that I know that in the next couple of days I'm going to unlock level 70, which will give me 5 shards. So this will get me my 5-star Vader. And I want 5-star Vader. I'd love 7-star Vader because he's Vader. Royal Guard. Excuse me. I'm only 3 away Royal Guard from 5, and then I'll have to start working on getting him geared up. TIE Fighter pilot I geared up because he's a pilot, so I could do. I'm going to working on him, getting him starred up as well. But the geared up obviously unlocks the abilities at higher level on the ship. Plus, TIE Fighter pilot is one of the quickest in the game apparently, so that's quite good for me. Hopefully, I can do well with that. Resistance is where I'm really low. So if I look at my Resistance team, that's quite pitiful. Finn. I stopped working on Finn, which I might regret later on. Finn's quite good, and I could probably do with him up. The Resistance Trooper I haven't done much with, and the Resistance Pilot I could really do with getting up because obviously the X-Wing. So that's... Oh, I've gone too far out. Sorry, I'm not used to this. Bounty. Let's look at my... No, Scoundrels, so I get all of them. So, Scoundrels. My Scoundrel team... Obviously, Scoundrels are needed for getting the credit heists and stuff. So, I've unlocked the best that I'm going to have for in the short to medium term. So, Cad Bane probably isn't the best 5th character I could have, but on the lucky rolls on the free Bronzium cards, I got several Cad Banes, so I haven't had to put any work into getting him to 4 stars. So compare that to the amount of work I'd have to do for IG-88, and it was a bit of a no-brainer. Obviously, eventually I'd like to have sort of the main Han Solo or even Captain Han Solo or both in there as well, but I can't at the moment. Now, Boba Fett obviously leading. That's one of the reasons I chose Boba Fett as my leader, that he could lead my my Scoundrel team, which I know I was going to need for the credits, which I need 1.5 million for levelling up at the weekend, so I'm short again. Stormtrooper Han, nice tank. Chewie, another good tank. Well, I say good. Chewie's an okay tank I found. He's not brilliant, but he's high survivability. I prefer Stormtrooper Han because of the special abilities he gets. Lando, I love that AoE. I just need to get everything up. I need to get his gear level up. Better mods. Well, I need to get him to 50 so he can mod, but Again, that's lack of money. I can't mod it. I can't level everything up. I've been concentrating on trying to get my arena team somewhere near the top 500. It's a struggle because if I show you my main team, basically it's the top row is my top team. So Boba Fett, Kylo, Mace, Grand Moff Tarkin, and Admiral Akbar. Jedi. I was Jedi Consular for a long time, but I've found that his heal doesn't do so well as I run against a lot of buff. Sorry, not buff. Opposite of buff. Brain's gone dead. Debuffs. So I seem to get a lot of debuffs, particularly in arena. So I found that Akbar with his cleanse is better than the Jedi Consular. Yes, I know Barriss would be good there instead, but I haven't got her. Akbar, I quite like Akbar. You know, his special abilities are quite fun. I like the tactical genius. It's a good thing. Basically gives 2 turns for your next person to use a special ability. So I quite like if I can get that just before Kylo or Boba Fett, I can get a lot of very quick damage. Especially Kylo with his lash whip. So if I use the lash out, sorry. Yeah, so I quite like that. The lash out and outrage. If you can use those back to back, you tend to do lots of fun. If you do the outrage first and then you use the lash whip, obviously they're stunned, so any dodging stuff doesn't work, so that's always good. And that's where my characters are. My ships aren't too bad. I kind of regret going for the Kylo Ren's command ship. It doesn't appear to be as good as I thought it'd be. One of the main reasons I got that was that I knew that I had 2 of the 3 crew quite high. I could really obviously do with getting the First Order Stormtrooper up. He's not very high at all, both in gear level, character level, and shirt and stars. So I could do with getting that up in every aspect. Let's go back to the list of ships. So the Jedi Consular is probably my highest non-capital ship because the Consular's higher. My TIE Fighter's doing quite well. I want to get that up. I want to get his stars up, give him more power, make that... I love the TIE Fighters. TIE Fighters are cool. Biggs I need to work on because Biggs is meant to be really good, and his X-Wing, even with him at low power, seems to be really resilient, and I need a bit more of that. I tend to run the Executrix because I like Tarkin and I like the ship, and I love the fact you've got the special ability where basically you kill everything that's low health. I like that. It takes a while to kick in, but when it does, it's great. I need to level him up. Once I get him that 6 stars, that'll beef him up a bit more. But generally, there's lots to do. And that's it, really. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.